truth be told, 2 years on, after the Madani government took over, I give this government a score of 6 out of 10. Personal score. 6:30 government. Nothing special, nothing to wow about. There are some things that's done. It was definitely better than the previous government. This is for sure. But far from what we expect. So to me, it's not a great government. 6:30 government, very mediocre government. So it's not something that I'll be jumping out of my seat to vote come next election. The Prime Minister pun sub performance. I just find it, disappointing. Banyak sangat disappointment. He does become some good things, but banyak sangat disappointment. Okay, now take a look at the alternative. Alternative is opposition. The promise to go to heaven, the things, even smaller people. The opposition is deplorable. No matter how bad we think the government is, we have an even worse opposition. There's not a reason to rejoice tau rakyat Malaysia. Because opposition pun dapat duit pada taxpayers money. Rakyat, sebahagian daripada rakyat pun sokong opposition. We pay for them. Opposition ada role. Opposition is not just there to take over the government. Bukan. Opposition is to challenge, to raise important issues, to keep the government in check, to contribute, to work together with the government, but having alternative views. And therefore, hopefully, we prevail in our decisions about the nation's progress, way forward. Tapi opposition punya quality, itu tanya the voters lah that voted them kan. So opposition is even more deplorable. I've never seen a worse opposition than we have now. Government is the best that we have so far lah, tapi still underperformed. I'm just disappointed gila. So sekarang ni under this circumstance, elections yang this government tak patut menang pun, they may most probably menang lah, because opposition teruk sangat. Ada chance je sakau. And then hypocrite semua. So to me, this is my rumusan lah. Kita punya opposition is so bad, teruk sangat barisan opposition kita, that Madani government doesn't deserve this kind of opposition. They have it good. Dia tak buat kerja pun. Opposition bukan question dia buat kerja tak buat kerja. Opposition question the personal life of the Madani government punya MPs. So senang, they just deflect, they use police, they senyapkan, tapi the main issues are not discussed. Jadi to me, the opposition to me is heaven sent to the Madani government. If I'm the Madani government, I'm so happy with this opposition. I tell you, this is dream come true. With this opposition, I will remain in power almost endlessly. With this kind of opposition, tak viable langsung to form government. So in the meanwhile, this government start slacking lah. Buat apa dia suka, tak buat apa yang dia patut buat, do all kinds of nonsense. So at the end of the day, who are the suckers? We rakyat are the suckers. Tak? So to me, the way forward, if people see what is wrong, and if the opposition is hopeless, sekarang ni the best opposition in the country are the netizens. People who write, people who do cartoons, who do shows, who do videos, who do voice notes, who do interviews, speeches. Rakyat, these are the best opposition. They raise pertinent issues. They hammer the government, and the government follow whatever rakyat bising. Nah, apa jadi kat wakil rakyat? Wakil rakyat ineffektif. Rakyat lagi efektif through the multimedia. Jadi among the rakyat, what I want to say is that there are so many capable leaders. So many capable leaders, and come next election, we may not be able to sweep the government, Madani government off. Tapi yang penting is for there to be a viable, solid third force. And third force, with all due respect, cannot be gerak independent. Satu-satu, then you're just a fly to be swatted. Takkan survive the election machinery. Maknanya you form parties, you form alliances. You may even take people from the current opposition punya MP, bukan semua teruk. The current Madani government punya MP bukan semua teruk, who's not happy with what's happening. Now they can even lead also, tak apa. Tapi point is, have a strong, viable third force. This third force may not be able to sweep and take government next GE, but at least you form a strong opposition front. Start with that first. That is the first step. We need to have a strong force, because at least we repair something. We may not be able to replace the government, but we can replace the opposition. Ganti opposition yang berkualiti, ganti opposition yang viable to become government come next GE. And when they argue things in court, when they raise issues, rakyat will see, and they will begin to show their potential to be better than government. It will also keep the Madani government in check. Madani government either pull up their sock or get booted out. Okay? Shape up or ship out. Simple. Because now there will be a viable punya opposition in the form of third force. Yang sub-performance punya tu, yang deplorable opposition semua, hopefully tak get elected dah. They should not even be in parliament. Mereka menyemak saja. So now if we have a strong opposition pun, even tak jadi government pun, opposition, solid people, people who are talented, people who have leadership, people who are genuinely interested to build a better Malaysia, Madani government can be in check. Kalau next GE pun kalah, the following GE, kalau Madani tak pull up their socks, they are out. That third force becomes the government. And therefore from there, the rakyat, we the rakyat can begin to reform, can do whatever needs to be done. We stay true to the article, to the constitution. Jangan lari pada that. Stay for that. But there's so many other things outside whatever that's fixed that we can reform. We need to reform that way. We got to maintain the Malay support, the Chinese support, the Indian support, Sabah Sarawak punya support. Sekarang ni Sabah Sarawak tak mau duduk pun dengan Malaysia. That is so deplorable. Opposition can't do jack shit. Government pun tak apa-apa buat. So at the end of the day, everybody is disappointed. So kalau disappointed, rather than choosing between something yang busuk dengan something yang kotor, dua-dua macam tu, for what? Find a third force. Get a third force, form a third force, step up siapa-siapa leaders yang ada berkemampuan, yang ada cita-cita in politics. Jangan be ideal sangat, tapi be strategic, be astute, and form allegiance. You must be united. You must have a group, a strong group. Bukan seorang-seorang solo jadi hero Hindustan. You do this, you form a formidable, united third force, sizable enough. Even kau tak sampai 112 punya seat boleh menang pun, you win sufficiently, you are a strong opposition. Memang the government will be on their heels. Memang in check. Issues tak payah serang peribadi semua. Issue attack on how they are managing the government. This is how opposition should be. We repair the opposition, then automatically as GEs come, the government will be repaired. Kalau boleh repair. Kalau tak boleh, they will be replaced. So if people get this, this vibe, it resonates with people thinking. If you see the logic in this, then we should all know what we should do.
That's all for this video. Thank you for watching this video. We sincerely appreciate you joining us today. If our content resonated with you or sparked inspiration, please consider expressing your support by liking it and subscribing to stay connected with our community. Your support holds immense value for us.
Thanks.